this is Jeff Polen with the Jeff Polen Music Ministry quarterly update for the third quarter of 2024. Let's get into it. I started the month of July speaking at Ambassador Camp in Lake Waccamaw, North Carolina, then drove home on Friday night just in time to help put on our 11th annual Jeff Polen Music Ministry 5K and Musik Fest in Apple Creek, Ohio. That was an awesome event. Thank you to everyone who helped put it on, and for everyone who came out to run, walk, or just enjoy the evening. After a day of rest, we loaded up the big red van with a bunch of students and drove to Chicago, Illinois for the Experience Jesus event at Moody Bible College. Experience Jesus, or XJ, was a one-week mission trip / training conference for high school students and youth groups that was put on by Moody Bible and Sonlife, and I was blessed to be asked to be a trainer for the week. Jodi, Taylor, Abigail, and Piper were all part of XJ as well. While at XJ, students were trained how to share their faith and then had opportunities in the streets of Chicago to put what they were learning into practice. It was awesome. We're looking forward to hopefully putting a group together for next year as well. We drove home from XJ in Chicago on Friday afternoon, arriving back in Apple Creek super late. We dropped off the students who did not belong to our family, picked up the rest of our family, and then turned around and drove to Onekama, Michigan the next morning to spend a week as a family at Little Eden Camp. I had the privilege of serving as the resource person for the camp, which basically means that I was the speaker for the morning church service and the chapel sessions and provided a short devotion each day for the staff, as well as performed songs of worship for the campers in the evenings. We also led worship as a family at our home church on Sunday, July 21st. Elijah and Eden performed in the Sonnenberg Children's Theater presentation of The Magician's Nephew. They were awesome. They worked so hard to memorize their lines and a couple of songs with choreography, and they just did a really great job. I led worship for New Creation Fellowship in Orrville, Ohio on Sunday, August 11th. I always love getting a chance to be with Ken and Nate and the great people at New Creation. Polen Band led worship for Lead the Cause Local in Albany, New York. I was one of the 3 speakers for the event. Though the students for this event were small in number, they were mighty in power. Several students and people on the streets put their faith in Jesus Christ alone for salvation as a result of what God was doing through Lead the Cause Local in New York. That was a really great week of ministry. I led worship on Sunday morning, August 18th for Grace Church in Brewster, Ohio. Jodi and Eli Beachy joined me for that. It's been a real privilege to get to serve alongside of Paul Mullet and be a small part of the work that they are doing out there in Brewster. It's a really great church. I flew to Atlanta, Georgia to lead worship and to do a breakout session on 4-chair discipling for the Word of Life Leadership Development Conference. It's been a couple of years since I've had the opportunity to connect with that crew. They are awesome. Taylor, Abigail, and Piper started their cross-country and soccer season in August. All 3 of them are doing both sports and are on the same team for both sports. Elijah is playing soccer and running cross-country for the middle school, and Eden is playing soccer on a little girls' team. We set up a sound system in the early morning on Saturday, September 7th, and Polen Band performed some songs of worship and praise at the Amish Country Half Marathon in Berlin, Ohio. I felt bad for the poor people who lived within earshot of our speakers, but that is always a great event. The guys who put that on are amazing. I set up a little sound system and led worship at Grace Church Brewster in Brewster, Ohio for their 1-year celebration service. Roscoe Lehman helped run sound that morning, and Paul Mullet delivered up another great message. Ronnie Detweiler helped me run sound for the Larry Scrant Changed Lives Ministries banquet at the Amish store in Wilmot, Ohio. And Jodi and I also were able to lead a couple of songs of worship at that event. And the next week, I flew out to Daytona Beach, Florida for a Sonlife Ministry team retreat where I got to lead worship and connect with some amazing people that I'm blessed to closely partner with in ministry. Those were some really powerful and meaningful days together. But following the retreat, I was supposed to fly from Florida to Michigan to meet Polen Band and lead worship for Man Camp, sounds so manly, at Lake Ann Camp, but Hurricane Helene made that trip impossible for me. While I was stuck at the airport, Polen Band led worship for the retreat without me. I have to say, though, I felt very proud to hear back from the camp that they did an excellent job, and the camp wants us back again next year. Hopefully, I won't have to miss all of the fun next time. On Saturday, November 23rd, we will be having our annual Jeff Polen Music Ministry Banquet, and we would be honored to have you join us. The banquet is totally free to attend. There will be music, an inspiring message, and delicious food. We always look forward to the banquet as a family because it provides us with a chance to connect with current and potentially future ministry supporters, as well as give us a chance to celebrate what God has been doing through the ministry in the past year and share our dreams of what we believe God wants to do in the coming years. This year, we will be celebrating with a Christmas theme, inspired by the upcoming release of my brand new record, It's Christmas, Volume 1. So whether you are a current ministry supporter or you would just like to know more about the Jeff Polen Music Ministry, we hope you will plan to join us on Saturday, November 23rd at Fairlawn Mennonite Church in Apple Creek, Ohio. Doors will open at 4:30. And to help offset the cost of the banquet, we are looking for businesses and individuals who would be excited to be table sponsors. By having table sponsors cover the cost of the meal for each attendee, we can ensure that every gift given as a result of the banquet can go directly to the work of the ministry. So if you are interested in being a table sponsor for this year's banquet, please let us know by sending an email to Jodi at jeffpolenmusic.com.